Is Lalit. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can call a ASP.NET Web API using a ASP.NET page. So for that, let's go to Visual Studio. Here again, I have all the Web API related projects like DAL, Business, Model, and API Test. Now in this API Test application, I have added ASPX page, and inside this ASPX page you can see I'm using the same kind of grid with the with all the four CRUD operations outlined out here. So now I have set this web page as the startup page of this web API project. So when I will run it, it is going to show me the person's grid and the data in it. So let's go ahead and run this application. So it is basically loading the data into the grid, and as you can see, this is not a HTML, it is a ASPX web page. So we can use ASPX web page also to hit the web API. There's hardly any difference. It's almost same as you call it from a normal HTML page. We can try the CRUD operations out here as well. So I'm entering the values for the new record, and let's say 1988, and then I say save changes. So this record have been saved. Now let's go to the database and see whether this record is come up here. Yeah, it's come. Then we can try all the other operations on this page. Suppose I want to do some changes here in the last name of this person and say save changes, and go to DB. Changes are reflected out here. Same way we can try delete also. Delete it from here, save changes, go to DB, it's deleted from database. So it's very easy basically to have this web API being called from ASPX page, uh, and, uh, and have a web API service and a normal ASP.NET application which can consume it. Now there can be a situation wherein we would like to have a ASP.NET MVC application and get this web API called from that particular page using Razor syntax. So same thing I have tried out here from a CSTML page, which is nothing but a view, a Razor view. Now you can see here I am using this Razor syntax to define the grid control. To this grid control, I have given this person entity, which is our business entity down here in our model project, and then I am defining the the operations for this grid, which is being defined in a CHTML view. So you can see here for create, this is the controller, this is the method, and then for reading, this is the controller, this is the method. Same way, all four operations have been defined out here. So this call will not be going to directly to a web API. Instead, it will have its own controller, MVC controller, and in turn that MVC controller will call our web API. So I can show you the example. So let's see this, and here you can see I have this home controller. This home controller has got all the four operations defined out here, like read person, create person, update person, and delete person. Uh, you can see here to call a web API from a MVC controller, we need to invoke a web client, and then we need to provide the URI of our ASP.NET web API to this web client. Web client can then get the data from the service, but it is as a string. You can say it's a JSON format. Now, suppose I want to have it in the form of collection of entity, then we can deserialize it. You can see here I have deserialized it using JavaScript serializer, and then we can return a JSON result to our MVC view. So this is how you can use your web API in a CSTML view, and also in a ASPX page. Uh, Pretty simple, right? Yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you will enjoy, and you might have learned something from this. Thank you.